All right. Third time's the charm. This is my third intro. I cannot get this motherfucker to work. I think we're both up and running. I see here. We're good. Okay. Back to what I was saying. Like, comment, and subscribe. Throw your boy a follow. Whatever you got to do. Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever the fuck you want to call it. TikTok on there. Beyond the Spread. YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's keep this moving. We got a lot of sports to talk about. I'm hungry. I got a steak waiting for me. Can't wait to eat it. Can't wait to cook it. Can't wait to sear it. Can't wait to, drop a little seasoning on that. Maybe put a little butter in there, sear it, or not sear it. Whatever that you do with the spoon that you see in the YouTube videos, that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to be like, nice little medium rare steak, pink in the middle. Ball. We're talking ball. Look, if you can tell, I'm a little hungry and a little hangry. We got college to talk about. We got NFL to talk about. We got NBA shit to talk about. If you know, you know. That's a little teaser. Like, hey, you don't mess with the family. You don't mess with the family. Okay? NBA shit coming. And then MLB. World Series Game 1 tomorrow night. If you're an LA fan, Dodgers fan, that's like the only part of maybe North America that is rooting for the Dodgers. Majority of people I think are rooting for the Blue Jays, me included. If you're an Angels fan, I hope you're rooting for the Dodgers or the Blue Jays, excuse me, because you don't want the city that you share a team with to win the title, win the pennant like that. Come on now. Like I said, I think in the entire North America, I think wants the Blue Jays to win this World Series. This is a biased pick. Note that. That is a biased pick. The Dodgers are phenomenal. They got dudes left and right. That is one of those teams that knows how to spend money because the baseball is, I don't want to call it dumb, but they have the competitive advantage. There's so much money in that Dodgers team that it's unfathomable how much money they have. And they're paying players left and right. That's what most sports teams should do. The ones that are shitty, like the Rockies, they don't pay people. They don't know how to get people here. Yeah, we have a pitching issue with altitude. That's neither here nor there. Pay the motherfuckers the money and get them to come to your team. The Dodgers are the prime example. They're paying people left and right. I can't even tell you. Shohei's going to be worth $1 billion by the time he's end of his career. It's outrageous. With that being said, I also salute the Dodgers for doing that and showing everyone in baseball how it's done. Yeah, sure, certain teams don't have that much money in their back pocket. Motherfucker, grow. Bring some investors in. Get some capital in. Get some people in your pocket to pay the players. Pay the players. Anyways, I was talking about it. Again, this is my third intro doing this. Blue Jays in 7. I want the Blue Jays in 7. I don't think it'll happen. In my heart of hearts, it's the Dodgers in 6 or in 5 maybe. Don't be wrong. I think Vladdy has the fucking swagginess and the confidence of any of the players in the entire league right now. Maybe even all of sports. The swag, motherfucker, he's going to hit a grand slam at least once this series. But in my heart of hearts, it's Dodgers in probably 5 or 6. They maybe win in Toronto, bring it back to LA. But what do I want to happen? Obviously, I want the Blue Jays to upset the Dodgers. Now, on the other hand, I am not Schilling, not Scherzer, Clayton Kershaw. I am a Clayton Kershaw fan. He's been slicing and dicing for years on end. I'd like to see him kind of go out on top in that victory tour and that victory parade down in L.A. But on the other hand, it's like, all right, buddy, you got your rings. Let's move on. Don't be wrong. Did you know he played football with Matthew Stafford? Did you know that? Blue Jays in 7. That's where my heart is. I'm not gonna touch the lines. I'm not gonna bet on it. I'm not gonna do anything. I don't even want to know the odds because the Dodgers are probably favored by or minus 250 to win the series or something like that. Again, but I want the Blue Jays to win. Blue Jays in 7. Let's go Toronto. Let's go Toronto. That's my MLB breakdown. NBA. We have some shit to talk about. If you didn't know, now you know. The NBA is in full swing. We're 2 nights in. We're going on our 3rd night tonight. Nuggets play tonight. Let's just get this out there now. If you don't see the hat, there it is. Nuggets hat, the championship hat that we won in 22. I'm picking them to win it all. And yes, you can call me biased. That's totally fine. I have no problem with that. I am biased towards the Nuggets because we have the best player in the league. We have the best player in the world, actually. I'm picking them because, sure, you lose DeAndre Jordan, you trade MPJ away to get Cam Johnson. Our depth has gotten better. We just signed Christian Braun to a new 5-year deal worth about $125 million. He's going to step even more. It really comes down to, yes, Jokic is going to produce. We have Valanciunas as a backup. We have, what's his name, the guy that tore his Achilles, Deron Holmes. He's on the team. He was our draft pick. He's going to be like a defensive guy. He's going to play with Jokic. We have Jamal Murray still, and Cam Johnson is a 3-and-D guy, and Christian Braun and Jamal Murray up top. Say less. That five is ridiculous. It really comes down to Jamal. If Jamal can do 20 and 10 a night, 20 and 15, 25 and 10, it was right around there the entire season, and everyone stays healthy, I don't see how the Nuggets don't win it. I really, really don't. And we have Bruce Brown coming off the bench. Come on now. Brucey B back home with the Nuggets. I was trying to look for a catchphrase there. It did not work out. I got the Nuggets winning it all this year. Again, maybe a little biased, whatever. I don't see how we don't win it this year. Yeah, you can say OKC still has the depth and they're the reigning champs and all that kind of stuff. Blah 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 blah. Lakers, blah 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 blah. Sure, you got Luka and LeBron for sure. I'm not going to count them out. Houston looks really good. I know they just lost to OKC in double overtime the other night, but I don't know. I love Kevin Durant. Speaking of Kevin Durant, he's a phenomenal. I just think he's a fucking chill ass dude. I really, really do. I think he's sick. I think he's on Twitter all the time. He claps back at people. He tells you how it is, which I love, which I absolutely love. He's getting his own doc. If you haven't watched yet, he's been in the starting 5 this year. I want to watch it. I've only seen clips of it. But the Netflix crew is following him this year and the later chapters of his career, the last few years. I don't know when he's going to retire, but he's getting his own doc. Houston looks good. Again, it's still, we're week 1 of the NBA season. We're on the third night of the NBA. I don't even know who's playing tonight, if I'm being completely honest with you. I know there's shit going on right now. Nuggets are playing the Warriors. That's what I thought. Okay. I thought that was tomorrow night, but it's tonight. Warriors look good. I don't know. They whatever. I don't know. But let's move on. NBC. NBC has NBA again. If you look at it, you can watch the NBA on any fucking channel now, which is amazing. You got to figure out what night the NBA is on and what channel it is, but you also got to pay a shit ton, which sucks. But, lend it out, get a couple of homies in and be like, hey, you want to go on this NBC Peacock subscription or Amazon Prime or ESPN? I don't know. There's another one out there. I know that. Is it on the CW like college football is? But NBC is a breath of fresh air. It's cool. I'm 90. I'm a late 90s kid. I never really got to see prime NBC basketball, the NBA on NBC. I never got to see that. I know the music. I know all that kind of stuff. But it's a breath of fresh air. The crew is pretty cool. The MJ sit downs I think are going to be fantastic. I watched the first one. It's like it's a halftime thing or it's a pregame thing. I really don't know the schedule on it. But the MJ sit downs with Mike Tirico, MJ's just like, I got to give back to the game, which, LeBron's going to be doing that later in his career too. Look, I'm not trying to suck LeBron's dick right now. I could if I wanted to. But I'm also like an MJ. He is a human being that is larger than life itself. When you see MJ on the screen, you're like, that doesn't look right. Kind of the same thing with Tom Brady last year when he's calling games for the first time with Fox and he's in the booth. You're like, that doesn't look right because you're supposed to be this untouched hero, phenomenal athlete that all of us athletes, young athletes, old athletes that we all kind of look up to. Like, why is that guy on TV right now? He's supposed to be larger than life. So it's a little different. I think MJ's taking the right approach with it. I'm not trying to shit on Tom Brady right now, but it's like, I get it. They threw a bag at you. You got paid $175 million for 5 years or 7 years or something like that. I get that. Take the money, go with it, go do it, and then get out of there. it's just the MJ sit downs I think are gonna be really cool because he's gonna give insight and he's gonna kind of tell you how it is, in the most polite manner fashionable because he can't really say what's on his mind in some cases or use the right language for it. Um, I think that's gonna be really cool. I like Mike Tirico as an NBA caller. Sunday Night Football, I can take him or leave him, doesn't really bother me. I miss Al Michaels and Chris Collins were together calling Sunday Night Football. FYI, I like Tirico calling basketball though. It's just a nice, easy breath, fresh of breath air, because the ESPN stuff, man. Look, I'm a LeBron guy. I am. You can convince me one day that MJ's the GOAT, and I'll be like, sure. And the other day, I'll stand my ground and be like, it might be Braun. But the narrative around LeBron James and ESPN and Clutch Sports, and there's a clip right now out with Jeff Teague, the 5280 podcast or something like that, the Club 5280. He said he got a call from one of the Clutch guys that, like, you know, Rich Paul is the agency of Clutch, and LeBron like backs it with money and all that kind of shit. So Jeff Teague got a call from one of the Clutch guys, said, hey, let's relax on LeBron slander. So people are watching and listening 24/7 about it. So that's kind of crazy. But ESPN kind of has the same thing, other than Stephen A., who continues to bitch and go on podcasts and talk about LeBron James and how he's not a man or some shit like that. Like, Bron confronted you face to face. I'm sidetracking. Excuse me. NBC, breath of fresh air. It's nice to see the old clips. It's nice to see MJ. It's not like he's not going to be on the desk. He is, again, if he was on the desk, no one would pay attention to the game. They'd be trying to talk to MJ the entire time. I was never for sure on how that was going to happen, because it was like, oh, MJ's going to be part of the NBC crew. It's like, they didn't really expand upon that, because in my head I was like, Shaq's on the desk. Like, why the fuck would MJ not be on the desk? He's doing sit downs, which again I think gives you that lure of like, oh, this is fucking MJ and he's talking and I gotta sit down and shut up about what he's about to say. Continuing with the NBA, the finals logo is back on the court. Bullying works the NBA. Adam Silver, I did the right thing. He made the right call. He is putting the script back on. He's putting the logo in the middle of the court, all that kind of stuff. So bullying works. Shout out us. I was on here talking about it. I'm like, bro, just put it on. Like, sure, it can be like a little bit of a tripping hazard, but again, it's like a millimeter long. I don't know how is that big? Is that big? Fellas, is that big? It should be big, right? But the logos and the script are going back on the court, which is amazing to see. It's just going to make the viewing experience so much better. Let's talk Wemby, and then we'll get to the crazy story that's happening right now. Wembanyama is going to take over league, and if he's not already on track to take over league, he gave Anthony Davis fucking buckets last night. I didn't watch the game, hand up, I didn't watch the game, but I got on Twitter this morning, and it said 2-minute clip of Wembanyama just dominating. I watched a 2-minute clip, not even fast-forwarding it. He's dribbling left and right. He's doing Hakeem shakes. I mean, he is 7'2", handling the ball like this. And he is making Anthony Davis look not good. For an all-pro, all-defensive player, Anthony Davis, Wemby was cooking him. Absolutely cooking him. Block, steal, go down, step back, three. He's passing the ball pretty well, too. If he's around the rim, it's over. He's dunking it or he's getting a good layup on it. Like, he's just that long. I'm impressed with Wembanyama, and people are like, how did he get this good? And then there was some pictures of him in China doing monk shit. He was working with Hakeem the Dream, and he was learning from KG. Those two don't really mix, but if you take pieces out of both of those, you're going to be really, really good. So Wemby's going to take over the league. Like, he had 32 last night or 40, something like that. It was impressive to watch. Again, I watched the clips. I didn't watch the actual game, but he was giving Anthony Davis buckets and Derek Lively. He was giving them buckets. Final NBA news. And this shit dropped today. The FBI did some fucking RICO operation that was like Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier are working with the Mafia, and they are, throwing games. They're at illegal poker games. Let me just read this. It's alleged that Chauncey Billups' arrest is in connection to an illegal poker ring involving as many as 4 prominent mafia families in the United States. What the fuck? The scheme they were running allegedly involved recruiting innocent fish, easy targets, who were lured to participate in poker games with the opportunity to play with former professional athletes. Great scheme. That is a great scheme. I would be one of those people that'd be like, hey, fuck yeah, I want to go play poker with him. I suck, but like, I'll go play poker with him. There's a guy in Denver who went to one of these things. He took a picture. He's like, I'm playing with poker tonight with Chauncey Billups. It was years ago, but shit's coming to light now. What the victims of the scheme didn't know was the group were allegedly using x-ray tables that could read the cards upside down, contact lenses, glasses that read pre-marked cards, and secret cameras in card trays, all rigging the game against unknowing participants. The scheme has reportedly led to tens of millions of dollars in theft and fraud. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. The FBI came out. I mean, also, Twitter's just on a fucking rampage right now, looking for anyone betting and being like, FBI, investigate this. It is hilarious. Terry Rozier, there are clips out there, and they were funny at the time, where he's throwing the ball, he's turning the ball over easy, he's making tough shots, or he's jump passing, doing 360s and trying to throw it to his teammate, but turning the ball over. It was a dead giveaway. And there was a couple tweets that were like, Terry's throwing this game. He's have to have money in this game. Apparently, the Mafia dropped off $200,000 worth of money in a bag to his house one night. The FBI knew about it. Like, Terry, you have made Terry and Chauncey, you both have made millions of dollars playing a basketball game. You guys are out here throwing games for a couple $100,000? Get the fuck out of here, man. This is what you're doing? I mean, so much evidence against him, too. It is horrendous to see. It is hilarious to watch, though. Like, I just don't even know what to think. Chauncey Billups leaving the courthouse in Portland, Oregon. He was arrested early on Thursday morning as part of the federal investigation. Is he leaving? Yeah, they're all cooked. I mean, it's just. I mean, I don't even know what to think. When this broke, you're kind of like, what the fuck is going on? And then they've been doing this sting for, I think it's at 4 or 5 years. Like, they've been tracking this stuff. And so here's the other issue. The NBA knew about it. Brian Windhorst went on ESPN or some radio show or a podcast, whatever it is. Apparently, when Terry Rozier was doing these things where it looked like he was throwing games, they just sat him out the rest of the year. But really, in reality, the NBA just pulled him from the league and said, you're done. You're costing us money right now. So the NBA kind of swept this under the rug, which I am excited to see about. But oh my goodness, I don't get it. And the other thing was, I forgot about this. The ESPN on Get Up, great show. I love Greeny. But they were talking about the Terry Rozier, Chauncey Billups thing. And in the bottom right corner, it said ESPN bet. And then like 10 seconds later, the entire bottom line that we all know and love, that we watch the games, we watch the scores, it just disappears. It's like, oh, this is happening, so we're going to take this entire thing away. Hilarious. Just absolutely. It's crazy. I mean, there's so many things. More than 30 people were arrested in the case, including current and former NBA stars and suspected members of American branch of the Mafia. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my, spanned for years apparently. So they were running a fucking RICO operation. It is hilarious. And then, yeah, Gilbert Arenas is just trolling. Oh my goodness. Just hilarious. I don't get it. I don't get it. You make millions playing basketball. Chauncey maybe not made as much. So maybe, they caught him on a gambling day, caught him outside somewhere, and the Mafia saw him and said, we're going to take advantage of this guy. Rozier, buddy, you have made $160 million. I saw reportedly $160 million. Where the fuck's the money at, bro? Why are you doing this shit? I get it. I get it. I'm not going to say anything bad about it, but it's like, I guess where you come from, maybe the streets. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about that because I am a white suburban kid. You grew up that way. I don't know. But you're hooping. You made it out. You have $160 million in your pocket, roughly, give or take, probably. You probably spent some for sure. You're doing this for a couple $100,000. Come on, man. Chauncey, Colorado kid, grew up here, Colorado hero. That's tough. Just an absolutely crazy story. NBA, Mafia, investigation, FBI, just crazy. Just absolutely crazy. I was scrolling this morning and everything was happening all at once. It's astonishing to watch. It really is. Let's get past that. Let's talk some college football. I'm not going to run from it. I'm not going to hide from it. Your boy had a horrendous week last week. Horrendous. I don't even know if you want... There's probably another adjective to describe horrendous. I went 0-9 last week. 0-9. Look at me when I look at you. I went 0-9 last week. I thought I had Ole Miss locked. I knew Georgia was going to win, but Georgia ends up scoring again. There are some other games that were just... I was like, I'm not even close on this. Vandy at home against LSU. I thought LSU was a much better team than they actually are. I was high on LSU at the beginning of the season. They are not good. 0-9. I'm not running from it. I'm not hiding from it. Your boy's a bad college football gambler. That's fine. I'm good. I'm picking games because I'm telling you what my gut's telling me at the time. 0-9. Overall, 16-32. Ugh. 16-32 overall in college football this year. Look, I'm going to stay in the fight. Am I going to bounce back and get above 50%? It's not looking like it. It's really not. I'd have to go at least 70% the rest of the way through college football. There's a possibility because with bowl games, we will track some bowl games that we will take. But it is not good. It is not good. And let's talk logistics. I hit my friend up. I showed him my card. I said, hey, I went 0-9. He said, you're a terrible gambler. You know what? I am a terrible gambler. That's on me. It's okay. My NFL record's I'm above 500 on NFL. We'll get there when we get there. But my college football picks, if you're fading me, by all means, keep doubting me. I will come back. I will rise from the fucking ashes. It's deep. Hey, I'm deep down there, but I will. Maybe not. I'll stay in the fight. I'm going to take some blows. I'm going to pause. I'm going to take some blows left and right. Pause again. But 0-9 last week. I am shooting horrendous from the field right now. Just absolutely terrible. Terrible. With that being said, let's talk some headlines and let's pick some games. Stay in the fight. Florida fired Billy Napier. My roommate and I were talking about this. I didn't see this. He brought it up to me. I was like, no way. Holy shit. I thought he was going to make it through the end of the year, all that kind of stuff. Are they brewing? Who are they plotting on? Who are the Gators plotting on? Roommate said James Franklin. Clicked. I was like, no way he goes to the SEC. He said, it's going to happen. I'm waiting for it to happen. I thought it would happen this week or maybe even next, in the upcoming days. Hasn't happened yet. I could see him going down there and building a program. He builds programs. I will say that he built Penn State back up. It's been successful for the last 10 years. They never got over the hump. That's kind of why he got fired. He will build that program up, and then it'll happen. It'll be a similar kind of thing. I hope he gets over that line. I really do. I'm not the biggest Penn State fan, so I don't really care what happens with them. But I think he will get over that line, depending on where he goes. I think he can recruit his ass off in Florida and keep some of that talent there, and he will get players. But I did not see Billy Napier get fired. Maybe James Franklin fills in the role, gets that program built up, because when Florida football is a powerhouse again, it's good for football. It's just good to see for football. Miami goes down to Louisville. Carson Beck did not look good. He actually looked really, really bad. That's Georgia Carson Beck right there. He reverted for a couple minutes, or 60 minutes precisely, And then he just had interceptions. He was throwing bad passes. He was like, I can fit this in there, or this guy out in the flat, I'll get there. Outside linebacker jumps it, ends the game. That was Georgia quarterback Carson Wentz. We're looking for Miami quarterback Carson Wentz because I had Miami last week too. That was a loser. Vandy takes down LSU. Is it time for Brian Kelly to leave? I don't know what his buyout is. I don't know the number. Is it time for him to leave? You need to leave. I don't know. It's kind of been one of those things where, like, I get that everyone was probably excited at the time that Brian Kelly went to LSU. He probably had this amazing thing. He put on that Southern accent, which was weird, but it just hasn't worked out. I don't know. Do you be like, hey, we'll give you one more year to kind of right the ship? But he's been kind of trying to right the ship the last 2 years. It's not like you're not getting good talent down there. So something's not clicking. We're missing something. Brian Kelly, not the biggest fan personally. Kind of a douchebag if you ask me. But that's just one man's opinion. Is it time for him to leave? Is it time for him to be like, okay, you know what? I'll take my money. Show me the way out. He'll get another job. I don't know if it'll be nearly as good as an LSU head coach job. Maybe Florida. I truly don't know. But Vandy looked good. Vandy was in control of that entire game. Diego Pavia, they're climbing the ranks. Maybe sneaking into the playoff. Maybe. LSU will make a bowl game for sure. But it just doesn't look good. That situation over there is stinky right now. Or down in LSU, down in Baton Rouge. Brian Kelly might be gone. Texas escapes Kentucky, goes into overtime, all that kind of jazz. And then Kentucky just couldn't get across the goal line. They couldn't get across the goal line in overtime. 2 or 3 times, dive, 4th down, 3rd down, jump over the top, 4th down, jump over the top, gets stopped every time. And then Texas gets the ball. They get a holding penalty or something like that. Gets called back. Now you're like, okay, we're pushing field goal range. Gets to 3rd and like 15. They get a small chunk. Thank God. And the kicker puts it right through the uprights. Texas escapes Kentucky. Florida State loses to Stanford. That Florida State-Alabama game looks amazing for Florida State fans right now. But, man, are they not good. They're just not good. You lose to Virginia, fine, whatever. You lose to Stanford. That's just tough. Shout out Stanford. Shout out the trees. My top four tier 1 power. Hope probably the 4 seeds going in. Probably in this order too. Last 2 you could change my mind about, but I think it's Ohio State. They are dominant. Julian Sayin is really fucking good. I said it at the beginning of the year. When Ohio State and Texas, when Ohio State fans came at me ruthlessly, which, again, tip your cap to it, talk your shit. I said the offense would figure itself out. Julian Sayin would get comfortable, and he would start throwing dimes. Prophecy fulfilled. Ohio State's really fucking good still. 1, Ohio State. 2, Indiana. Kirk Cignetti is talking that shit. He said, don't count me out. Google me, motherfuckers. I do this for a living, he said. Not really, but that's kind of what he wanted to say, I'm guessing. They look really good. They look phenomenal. Building that program. That is scary to see. Not scary. It's exciting to see because Indiana is traditionally not good at football. 3 would be Oregon. I'm not going to count out Dan Lanning. And 4 is Bama. I have Bama at 4. I think they have turned a hard 180. That Florida State loss does not look good, but nevertheless, they have figured it the fuck out. They have figured it out, and it's nice to see. As a Georgia fan, see that right there? As a Georgia fan, it's not nice to see because Gunnar Stockton is not the guy. Great game manager, performs well in, I'm scratching my ear, performs well in high-pressure situations. Tennessee, Ole Miss last week. But we can't wait until the 4th quarter to start dropping dimes or unload the offense. Like, we need to do that during the entire game, and he just doesn't do that. So yeah, those are my top 4. Let's pick some games. We are in week 9. Holy shit. Holy shit. We're already in week 9. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, there's no way I get even to 500. UCLA going to Indiana. Indiana minus 26.5. This UCLA team has been pretty good. They've won their last 3. The Penn State win was huge. I forgot who they beat last week. I just don't see Indiana keeping this close. I think Indiana saw Penn State and they were like, we're not going to do that. They are going into this game all business, foot to gas, pedal to the metal kind of situation. Give me Indiana minus 26.5. I think UCLA will be UCLA. If they cover this game, it'll be late. It'll be hey, you guys are up 30 or 35 to like 6 maybe. UCLA gets a couple scores, field goals, and then Indiana puts their backups in, and then UCLA goes down and scores a touchdown. They fuck the cover up. But with that being said, I'm still going to take Indiana minus 26.5. Ole Miss at Oklahoma. Oklahoma minus 4.5. John Mateer, I think he was trying to play in that Red River rivalry, the shootout, whatever you want to call it. I think he rushed back that hand. I had him. I did have him 2 weeks ago against Texas in the shootout. I just feel like 4.5 is a lot for a good Mississippi, a good solid Ole Miss team. A Lane Kiffin coach team, the quarterback, they played phenomenal at Georgia last week. They really did. I thought they were going to cover. I had them to cover. We've talked about it on this show. I had them to cover, and they didn't. Again, I went 0-9 last week. Oklahoma's defense is good. I like their defense, but I like Ole Miss. I like Ole Miss almost outright. Give me Ole Miss plus the 4.5. I think John Mateer still won't be fully healthy. Even if you hit him in the hand with a helmet, if he slides on it wrong, it could fuck up the hand. Like, there's so many things that could go wrong with that hand. I like Ole Miss. They're healthy. They're all good. Give me Ole Miss on the road plus 4.5. Bama at South Carolina. Bama is minus 11.5. South Carolina has been kind of a disappointment this year, if I'm being honest. I thought they were going to be good. I thought they were going to be competing for the SEC, championship area, maybe a little tier below that. Maybe sneak in as like a 10 to 12 seed in the playoffs. Just hasn't gone their way this year. Bama, on the other hand, has been ass-kicking. I think South Carolina is going to keep this close. I really do, for about a half. Maybe even not a half. But I think they're going to keep it somewhat close in the first half. But I just see Bama and Kalen DeBoer taking off in the second half and really letting the offense loose. Give me Bama minus 11.5. Even if it's a late cover, I still like Bama outright, obviously. Mizzou at Vandy. Vandy minus 2.5. Mizzou's been playing some good ball lately. They go into Auburn. They get a big win in overtime. Vandy's been on their shit, though. Vandy has been on their shit. This is where College Game Day is this week. I don't have a true pick. I'm torn because I have watched the last couple Mizzou games against Bama and against Auburn. I watched some of that Vandy game with Auburn or Alabama. My gut tells me to take Vandy. Something about Mizzou, though, is screaming in the back of my head. I'm going to ignore that screaming head and just be like, you know what? Diego Pavia, that team is rolling right now. They have a bigger plan. I just saw that they're starting to host fucking 5-star recruits. They're changing the culture there. Give me the Vandy minus 2.5. I don't love it. I'm gonna make a note. Don't love this pick, but I'm gonna take Vandy. Texas at Mississippi State. Texas minus 7.5. What the fuck? Mississippi State's they're a pretty good team. They've had a couple big wins this year. Texas on the road at Mississippi State, 7.5, more than a touchdown favorite. Get the fuck out of here. We've talked about it. I was high on Arch. I've come down to earth and been like, we will revisit this conversation next year. So with that being said, give me Mississippi State plus 7.5. I just don't see how Texas is that big of a favorite. Mississippi State's going to be up for this game, and it's at home for them. They just got to stick around. And Texas hasn't blown anyone out, not even the fucking layups that they've had. They haven't blown anyone out. Give me Mississippi State plus 7.5. A&M at LSU. A&M minus 2.5. We just talked about it. LSU, tough loss. Going to Vandy. Sure, Death Valley at night. I think it's at night. That changes my pick. That actually might change my pick just a little bit. Indiana and the Oklahoma City Thunder are playing right now. Give me 1 second, please. Momentary pause and entertainment. Week 9. Where we at? Minnesota, Iowa. No. That's not it. Wisconsin at Oregon. Oregon's gonna smack them. Where the fuck is this game? Oh, it is the night game. Yikes. That might change my pick a little bit. I like A&M. A&M's been balling out. Mike Elko's been having this team ready and prepared wherever they go. LSU at night, and their back's against the wall. Does Brian Kelly show up when his back's against the wall? Not really. Historically, not really. I want to take A&M so bad. I really, really do. A&M hasn't lost yet, but this feels. You know what? Fuck it. Brian Kelly, you piece of shit. If you don't win this game, I'm going to be pissed. Give me LSU plus the 2.5. It's not a big spread, but I think they're just going to be up for this game, and it's the night game. It's Death Valley. Pressure's going to be high. Game's going to be intense. Brian Kelly, I'm fucking watching you, man. I'm making a note. Brian Kelly watching you. I like A&M. I really do. They've been great this year. Maybe SEC championship worthy. But SEC or LSU at night, Death Valley, original Death Valley, home Death Valley. They haven't played their best ball. Back up against the wall. You need to make a run, and it starts now. Give me fucking LSU plus the 2.5. NFL. Like socks some NFL. I'm fucking starving. I have a steak waiting downstairs for me. I cannot wait to cook. 11-5 last week. Fucking pay me my money. 11-5 last week. 61-56 overall. It's a lot of picks. Let's talk some news. Mike Evans broke his collarbone. Tough to see. Bryce Young out for week 8. He has an ankle sprain, out against the Bills. Bills cover easy then. I don't know, Andy Dalton maybe? We get an Andy Dalton magic? Flacco. Holy shit, what a hell of a Thursday night game. Speaking of Thursday night football, it's on right now. Flacco. Dueling it out with Aaron Rodgers. Left and right, back and forth. Flacco looked fucking amazing. I don't think Flacco's ever played with a receiver like Jamar Chase. He looks at Jamar, and the DB's off of him by 5 yards. He looks at him, probably gives him a signal, or he's like, hey, just run a slant. It's right there. I'm going to throw it to you, and you take it off for another 10 yards. Dangerous. And I think Flacco at the helm can propel this team into the playoffs. Now it's a matter of, do you want to play Joe Burrow by the time you get to playoffs, or when he's actually healthy? Not rushing healthy, back when he's actually healthy. Don't rush him when he's healthy. Flacco, Aaron Rodgers, hell of a Thursday night football game. We got kind of a stinker going on now. Vikings at Chargers. Chargers minus 3.5. Let's check the score real quick. Let's check the score. I did not place a bet for this. 0-0 Chargers ball on their own 17. Other news. Miami is so bad. And Tua needs to stop speaking to the media. He just needs to stop. Or someone needs to actually... He might have CTE, so someone needs to re-media train him. Some of the shit he's saying is outrageous. Not outrageous, but just like, bro, you keep some of that shit internal in the locker room. If you're going out there talking like a gossip girl, like, bro, no one's going to respect you in the locker room like that. Like, it's just stop talking. Just stop talking, please, Tua. Mike McDaniels, absolute hot seat. I don't even know what to say. He knows he's gone. I think he's accepted that fate, especially since Tyreek has gone down. I mean, even before then, they weren't good. It's just not good over there. It's not good over there. He's probably out by the bye week, or maybe just be like, as a punishment for fucking up our season, you're gonna ride it out the rest of the year. Broncos comeback. We all saw it. I was there. Shit was absolutely fucking crazy. The refs try to give the Giants the game. Let's start with the Giants. Jackson Dart, I'm a believer. I've seen it in person now. He is good. He's mobile. He has a good arm. Scatabo is an absolute dog. That defense is pretty good. I'm going to say the Broncos didn't play their best offensive game because Sean Payton still has the fucking training wheels on Bo Nix. Take the training wheels off of him, Sean Payton. Please. Dolphins look good. Or not the Dolphins. The Giants look good. I think Jackson Dart will be the guy. Again, in the last few, I would say 5 to 7 years, the rookie quarterbacks that come out of college are playing at a much higher level than previous rookie quarterbacks like 10, 15 years ago. Usually it's been, hey, we're going to develop you, sit as a year for his backup, maybe unless you're a first-round pick, but even then, you fucking suck. So something about these rookie quarterbacks, offense is a lot better in college, a lot more reads need to happen, so maybe that plays a part into it. I am a Jackson Dart believer, though. Brian Daboll might have just lost his job, which kind of sucks because if you look at their schedule, it's not easy. The rest of the Giants' schedule is brutal. So if you somehow sneak in as a wild card, I think Brian Daboll is still there. But if not, if you win, if you max out at like 5-6 games, I think they get someone else in there and kind of keep going the course. Broncos. Sean Payton, take the fucking training wheels off Bo Nix. Please. Turn the offense on at some point. The first quarter was horrendous for the Broncos. The first half was horrendous for the Broncos. Excuse me. The first 3 quarters, we had 0 points. 0. We had 0 fucking points, and the Broncos ended up scoring 33 points in the fourth quarter with like 12 minutes left. Absolutely insane to watch. One of the best games, if not the best game I have ever been to as a Broncos fan. Bo Nix looked great in the fourth quarter. Start running the ball, please. J.K. Dobbins knows how to run the ball. R.J. Harvey is a rookie. He still runs the ball pretty well. Figure it out sooner so we don't have to stress about this. Now, with all that being said, Bo Nix missed some throws. He overthrew some guys, but when it came down to it, he made the throws and he made them clean and catchable for the receivers. He knows how to use his legs. Unfortunately, it all falls on Sean Payton. Sean Payton cannot. I'm not saying he can't coach this rookie. I'm not saying he can't coach Bo Nix. I'm just saying take the fucking training wheels off. Let him run the fucking offense. Give him 5 plays going into the next drive and be like, okay, we're running this, we're doing this, we're setting this up, we're doing that. Because I know Bo Nix is smart enough to figure all this shit out, but it's mad annoying to see the training wheels still on him. Sean Payton, open it up, please. Or unless you're trying to set something up for another fucking fourth quarter comeback like that, stop doing it. Quit fucking around. I know we're at the top of the AFC West right now. It's beautiful to see. We haven't been here in years. Let's keep it rolling. I'm pulling for the Vikings tonight to knock the Chargers off. The Raiders are a joke as a fucking franchise right now. And the Commanders are 11.5-point dogs against the Chiefs. We need for you to take the fucking training wheels off Bo Nix. Please. Colts are really good. That's my next thing. The Colts are really good. Daniel Jones is a really good quarterback. In the back of my mind, I'm still seeing Giants averaging 22 questions on the arrest of Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, and Damon Jones. My goodness, that shit will not stop for at least another month. Probably a couple years, actually. Colts are really good. Daniel Jones, I still see Giants Daniel Jones, which sucks, but he has changed my mind. I am changing my mind right now. Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. Let me take back the reallys. He is a really good quarterback. He's not great. He's a really good quarterback right now, and the Colts are really, really good. Jane Daniels injured his hamstring. That sucks for the Commanders. My goodness. And that defense for the Commanders, I said it last week, it looks like they're a step or two slow at all times. They're an old defense. Jane Daniels covered up a lot of it last year, just making plays left and right. Commanders are in a tricky spot right now. It's like you want to make the playoffs. You want to do all these things right now. It's always a win now kind of mentality. Don't rush Jaden back. Hamstring is nothing to fuck around with. Keep his legs healthy. Keep him off the field. You got Marcus Mariota as a backup. He'll win you a game or two here or there. I'm going to guess Jaden's out for at least 3-4 weeks. And the Lions beat the Bucks. These are the headlines that I have. They won easily with their second string EBs. Baker looked off all night. Like I said, Mike Evans broke his collarbone. I'm not saying the Bucks are in trouble. I'm not saying that. Words not out of my mouth, but the way the Lions handled them just puts more confidence in my brain that the Lions are just a tier above the Bucks right now. Bucks are fucking amazing. I think they're going to win the NFC South handily, but when you push comes to shove, big dog's going to eat every time and twice on Sunday, and that's what the Lions are. Week 8. Make some fucking noise. Week 8. Like I said, Thursday Night Football is happening right now. Vikings at Chargers. Chargers minus 3.5. I'm going to take the Chargers. I think it's a get-right spot for them. And I have no idea. I think it's Carson Wentz is playing tonight. If you're listening to this and watching this and you're like, Thursday Night Football was last night, bro. I know, okay? I don't even know who the fuck is playing for the Vikings. What's up with the J.J. McCarthy situation? Someone give me some information about that. Carson Wentz, 2 for 4, 23 yards. J.J. McCarthy, they're like, is he – like I think the front office and even the coaching staff is like, did we draft the right guy? I think they're having questions about that right now. Did we draft the right guy? I know Kevin O'Connell's system is fucking foolproof and rejuvenates quarterbacks somehow, some way, but not everyone does it right. Not everyone goes into that system is like coming out better on the other side. I'm still holding out hope for J.J. McCarthy. I've never been a J.J. McCarthy believer. I was praying to the good Lord Almighty the night before draft night for the Broncos not to take J.J. McCarthy. I just don't see it. He's a winner. I will say that. He's a winner. I'm as a football player, I just didn't want him. As a human being, I'd be like, what's up, bro? Like, you're J.J. McCarthy. That's dope. But give me the Chargers minus 3.5. I think they win this by a touchdown. Sunday. Dolphins at Falcons. Thank God there's no Europe games. I think we have like a couple weeks span where we have no more Europe games. I'm tired of waking up and seeing it already in halftime on Sunday morning. Dolphins at Falcons. Falcons are good at home. Dolphins are ass. Give me the Falcons minus 7.5. And the Falcons just lost the 49ers. 49ers ran the ball all over them. Christian McCaffrey had a fucking field day against the Falcons. And Dolphins are just so bad. We talked about it. Dolphins are so bad. They're so bad. Like, I think at this point, I think they're tanking for another quarterback, and they're going to be like, okay, bye Tua. See ya. See you in Hawaii. Jets at Bengals. Bengals minus 6.5. Flacco, we talked about it. We talked about it again. Flacco. You motherfucker, Flacco. You're going to crush this game. Jets defense, pretty good. I'm not going to say they're good, but you know what? You guys are pretty good. And the owner, Woody Johnson, I think it is, for the Jets, said we would be a lot better if we had a quarterback that could throw the ball forward or some shit like that. Tyrod Taylor saw that. Justin Fields saw that. Tyrod Taylor ends up getting hurt in practice this week or something like that. And Justin Fields was like, I forgot his comments, but it's just like, you don't say that as an owner. You don't say that. Like, that is so fucked up. Like, if I'm Justin Fields, I'm looking at the NBA right now and being like, why don't I just do that and say, fuck this Jets organization, burn it down to the ground, respectfully. But I think the Bengals win this. I think Flacco has another good day. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, all that kind of jazz. Yeah, the Bengals' offensive line is bad. Yeah, like for sure. And the defensive line for the Jets is good, but Woody Johnson wasn't wrong. You need a quarterback to throw the ball. It's not the 1960s anymore where we're running the triple wing in the backfield. Browns at Patriots. Patriots minus 7.5 at home. The Browns played Miami last week. I need to keep that in mind when we're breaking this game down. Drake May looks phenomenal. Drake May looks really good. I'm admitting it. I mean, he's under the Mike McDaniel system. They got Mike Vrabel as the head coach. I think Drake May looks really good. The one thing I'm worried about is can they get past this Browns legit defense? I think the Patriots defense will somehow, not somehow, they'll slow the run down. They're not going to completely stop it, but they will slow it down enough where Dylan Gabriel has to throw the ball downfield numerous times during this game. I like the Browns in this game. I really do. The Patriots just have a fucking ring to them right now. But you know what? Fuck it. Well, Browns beat the Packers earlier this year. Let's take the Browns plus the 7.5. Fuck it. That's a shot in the dark. That is a shot in the dark what I just did. The Browns beat Green Bay this year, and Green Bay is pretty darn good. Patriots are pretty darn good. I know they're at home. I know the Browns won that game against the Packers at home, but this Browns defense is really good. Give me the Browns plus the 7.5. Patriots win, don't get me wrong. Browns win, cover though. Giants at Eagles. Eagles minus 7.5. Division rival, division game. Giants coming off a tough fourth. I mean, we just talked about tough game. I was so fucking happy watching it though. It was amazing to watch. Eagles haven't really blown anyone out this year. They've kind of played with their food, or not even played with their food. They've kind of just let people stay around. Eagles win, Giants cover. Now, the one thing I am afraid of in this game is the Giants letting that fourth quarter still be in practice all week, be in this game all night or all day. You got to kind of flush it and dump it. I'm speaking as a unbiased person here. You got to flush it and dump it because it's a division rival, it's a division game, and you're 7.5 point dogs. You got to go out there in Philly. I know it's tough to play in Philly. You're going to run the ball. Jackson Dart's going to have a good game. Let's go Giants. Let's go Giants. Cover this game. You're still going to lose, but come on. Cover. My throat is killing me. Bills at Panthers. I don't think the Panthers are going to be in this game. Let's pause. Let's pause for a second. I also am still very high on the Bills, and they've lost their last two games to the Patriots and to the Falcons. What the fuck? Are the Bills good? Like, we talked about this. Like, they had a bye week. We kind of forgot. I forgot about the Bills. It was like, are they good? I asked the question, are they okay, like 2 weeks ago. Panthers have been playing some good football, but I think that kind of like 10% revolves around Bryce Young. I'm going to take the bait and take the Buffalo minus 7.5. Maybe the Panthers cover with Andy Dalton. Maybe Rico Dowdle keeps having a fucking phenomenal year. But as of right now, I'm going to take the Bills minus 7.5. Bears at Ravens. Lamar Jackson is back. Ravens are favored. Ravens minus 6.5. They're favored. Bears have been playing some good football lately. And the Ravens, how do I want to describe the Ravens? How do we want to talk about the Ravens right now? Are they going to get things back on track? They could. This is the right way to start with the Bears team, who still has a young quarterback, first-year head coach. Things have been kind of going the Bears' way recently. And the Ravens don't know how to stop a fucking runny nose. Give me the Bears plus the 6.5. I think Ravens win this game close. I think Lamar Jackson goes down, gets him in field goal range, or throws a touchdown to Mark Andrews to win. I like the Bears to cover, though. I do. Maybe the Bears are leading late in the fourth quarter by like 4, and then Ravens go down and score. Bears still cover. We all win. 49ers at Houston. Houston minus 2.5 doesn't make any sense. CJ Stroud is all over the place. I don't even know how to describe him as a quarterback right now. He's not a sophomore. He's not having the slump. Is he not a good quarterback? Is he... That offense is fucking weird right now. No one's really healthy. People are injured. Their defense is good. So is the 49ers, though. I know they lost Fred Warner. Joseph Salah. It's not Joe Salah. It's not Joseph Salah. Robert Salah is being a great defensive coordinator with the 49ers, figuring things out. I like the 49ers here, plus the 2.5. And fucking Shanahan's coaching his fucking dick off right now. Houston's defense is really good, but CJ Stroud doesn't do it for me. I'm not saying Mac Jones does it for me, but I don't trust Houston. I don't trust them. I don't trust them to go in and win this game. I know it's at home. I don't trust them to win this game, though. Bucks at Saints. I don't really want to talk about this one. I'm going to go Bucks minus 4.5. They kind of just got embarrassed on Sunday Night Football. I know it's a division rival game. I know the Saints can be frisky at times. Mike Evans is injured. Him and Marcus Lattimore aren't going to have beef this week. There's usually a fight going on between them. They're always pushing and shoving each other. I'm going to miss seeing that. But nevertheless, I got the Bucks minus 4.5. I think they go into the Saints. Saints are going to be fun and frisky for the first quarter and a half, 2 quarters, maybe even late in the third. I think the Bucks end up winning and covering outright. Dallas here at home against the Broncos. Broncos are minus 3.5. Broncos haven't covered a single game this year. With that, I'm taking Dallas plus 3.5. Broncos are still going to win. This is the one thing I'm nervous about. The over-under. The over is 50.5. Over-under is 50.5. I know the Broncos scored 33 points last week. That was all in the fourth quarter. Their defense is really good. Their defense is arguably the best in the league. Dallas has been scoring fucking points, but their defense is ass. I've been telling myself I'm going to keep taking the Dallas overs no matter who it's against. Give me the over 50.5. Broncos need to score at least 21, which I think they're capable of doing within 3 quarters instead of just going into the fourth doing that. I think Dallas covers. I'm nervous Dallas might win this one outright. Are we in the trust tree? Are we in the circle of trust? I'm nervous Dallas wins this one. I know it's altitude. Dallas never comes here. I want the Broncos to win, but every time I keep betting on them, they always bite me in the ass. So I'm going to reverse it, and hopefully we just have the outcome that we all desire as Broncos fans. I'm not betting. I'm not going to put money on this game, but I'm making a pick. I think Dallas covers. Dallas might win outright. Who said that? Who whispered that? I think Dallas might win outright. But if we score the way we should score and Sean Payton takes the fucking training wheels off Bo Nix, we win this game. I hope we win this game. I'm not picking against them on purpose. Maybe I am because every time I pick against the Broncos, they win. Maybe a little superstitious right there. Every time I bet against the Broncos, they win, or pick against the Broncos, they win. You guys didn't read my lips. You don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Titans at Colts. Colts minus 14. Titans are horrible. Colts are really good. Don't look any further into it. I know 14.5 is a lot. 14.5 is a lot, especially in a division rival game. But the Colts are good. They beat the fuck out of the Chargers last week. Give me the Colts minus 14.5. Little worried. I'm going to make a note. Little worried. But again, Daniel Jones and the Colts are playing some of their best. He's playing his best football of his fucking career right now. And the Titans and Cam Ward are just dog shit. Cam Ward, I like Cam Ward. I think he's going to be a good quarterback later down the line. But right now, their offense is non-existent. Cam Ward doesn't have any time to throw in the pocket. He's trying to make spectacular throws left and right. I think he's going to have at least 2 interceptions this game. And the Colts and Jonathan Taylor are so fucking fun to watch right now. Give me the Colts minus the 14.5. Sunday Night Football. Packers at Steelers. Green Bay minus 2.5. Where do we want to start? Packers haven't been that impressive. Like, sure, you make this blockbuster deal trade for Micah Parsons. You have Jordan Love, franchise quarterback. Your receivers are good. You got Josh Jacobs in the backfield. You got Tucker Craycraft as your tight end. You guys haven't been impressive. You're winning games. That's all that matters, right? On the road, Steel City? Sunday Night Football? I'm going to take the Steelers. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be running around for his life. But I think Steel City shows up. And Mike Tomlin, other than Thursday night games, he shows up for. I'm pretty sure. There's not a fact or a stat that I am citing that makes me correct on that, I saw the Thursday night stat for Mike Tomlin. He's like 1-10 now. He's horrible on Thursday nights. He's horrible on short week rest. Steelers, Sunday Night Football, plus the 2.5. Taking a money line more than likely. It's not that I don't think the Packers are good. I think the Packers are really good. I think they're going to be in the conversation to win the NFC. But something about Mike Tomlin, Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, Sunday Night Football, Steel City, probably a little chill in the air, see the breath coming off the players, take the helmet off, steam's coming off of them. I like that. Terrible towels waving around. Steelers plus the 2.5 against Green Bay. Monday Night Football. Kind of a stinker. If injuries weren't a real thing, this would be a pretty good game, I think. Maybe not. The line wouldn't be this big. Let's just say that. Commanders at Chiefs. Chiefs minus 11.5. They waxed the Raiders last week. The Raiders are a joke. I think Max Crosby is going to want out soon. I know he has the Raiders tattoo. I know he bleeds black and silver. But it's like, all right, Max, you got the big-ass contract. You got paid. Let's go win a ring somewhere else, okay? They're not going to trade you in division. I know that. They're probably going to want you in the NFC, if I'm being completely honest with you. Where do you go? I have no idea. 49ers, maybe. That'd be a nice little spot for you. Commanders on, like, Commanders are hurt. Jane Daniels is hurt. So this game really doesn't fucking matter in my mind, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't know if Marcus Mariota has the fucking balls to go into KC and beat him. I like Marcus Mariota. He seems like a dope dude. Hawaii. But I just shock the world, Marcus. Shock the world. Shock them. I just think the Chiefs are finally getting their rhythm and their footing into the season. They're clicking on all cylinders right now. I'm going to take the Chiefs minus 11.5. I don't like that pick. I feel like the Commanders keep it under 11.5, but as of right now, the Chiefs, they're figuring shit out, and I'm a little nervous about it. That's beyond the spread. That is beyond the motherfucking spread. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shit's got real. Keep your eyes out for the Mafia. Betting illegally. Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier. We all see you now. Y'all are going to be locked up. Mafia is still real, huh? That's kind of crazy. If you really think about it, the Mafia being real still. Like, yeah, like, we kind of knew, like, they were real still. But, like, still being that deep into the games and, like, setting up, like, underground poker, fine. You could say Mafia. You can say cartel, whatever you want to say. But being in the NBA, you guys made, like, back in the day, Mafia had their hands on everything. Like, I totally get that. To me, it seems like Adam Silver's in their pocket. Like, it kind of seems like that. Like, we all talk about NFL rigged or NBA rigged. Like, it's all fucking rigged. Like, it's all rigged. I don't know what else to say. The NBA is 110% rigged. It seems like the Mafia is making a comeback, and I'm kind of excited to see it. I really am. They're not taking the fall. Chauncey gonna snitch? Terry Rozier gonna snitch? I don't see it happening. Maybe Chauncey. Give me some names and we'll lighten your sentence. Chauncey, if you're still going to prison, brother, that's you're gonna have to give some names up. That's tough. Can't wait to see what Pablo Torre finds out. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Beyond the Spread. Let's win some fucking games this week. We just talked about them all. Let's win some games. Let's make that green even greener. Till next week, like, comment, subscribe. Be a friend. Tell a friend.